के सलाम से नसा हाली वे ऐसे ब्रेक अप हो डायरेक्ट एक फुटेज स्टेज में मतलब donkey ride, horse ride and ostrich ride हुई थोड़ा पूछूं था what did you enjoy the most, the ostrich ride or the donkey ride?
Oh, donkey, of course. I mean, I never been. It was, you know, an experience. I see them always on the street and on these big avenues and highways. All of a sudden, there is a donkey, you know. And then I always wanted to have a little experience of how does it feel to ride one. And so when I was in Ibrahim Hadri in the fishing village to visit,
wow,
and I had a chance, so I took it.
How was the experience?
It was wonderful. It was really wonderful. I mean, I wish I could go a little faster. He was listening to me. He wasn't really. Well, we did good. We did accomplish 3 meters about
wow,
in 5 minutes. But that was a great experience.
That's nice. You're better than me. I always wanted to do something like that, but I couldn't make it.
I'll give you the guy's phone number, and he does it now like 500 rupees an hour. You can go and he gives you a lesson.
He charged you 500 bucks.
No, but we actually want to start an entrepreneurship business for him. So we said, why don't you do a business out of that? Because we are here also to promote businesses and entrepreneurship for small businesses for people. So I said, you can do a business out of that. So as fishermen, you can take people out and charge, you know, a few thousand rupees, take them out for fishing, bring them back, and start earning a living instead of just fishing and, you know, selling a little bit. So it's a very big possibility here. This is tourism.
Exactly.
Use it. I mean, kids would love it if someone would like safely, you know, do it, and the parents can take the kids. It's better than sitting home and eating, you know, and watching television and playing on a computer. It's a good outdoor activity.
Exactly. Before you started the thing, I interrupted you in the middle. Yes. You were telling me about the hand thing. How do you have to focus on your food and stuff? Could you please do it again?
Yes. So this is a portion control. It's built into us. If you put your 2 hands together, basically put it in front of your stomach. That's how big your stomach is. So just imagine that in one sitting, this is how much food you should be eating. So if this is on your plate, one sitting with a big glass of water before, that's enough. Now, how does that plate should look like? 1/3 of your plate is protein, which is as much as the palm of your hand. It's your chicken, your beef, your mutton, your eggs, your fish, and so forth. One side of your plate, which is about 1 handful, should be always fruits and vegetables, even cooked or fresh, whichever you choose. And only 1 heapful of your 1 hand is rice, potato, or bread. And it should be always wholemeal and whole grain. You have basmati rice here. It's much better than a regular rice.
Achha.
Much better. Just keep the portion down. And if you have just a regular white rice, just make sure you don't cook it fully, so you don't overcook it. It stays a little bit chewy, like we call al dente, and then it's all fine. Having a little bit of lemon or lime in the water, it also helps to keep your blood sugar level regulated. And starting your meals with a glass of water and fruit, and then your meal, you should be okay. Eat your foods about 20 minutes time, and chew your food properly, and you're basically going to be full. If you were overeating, basically, you have to start having your stomach shrink down. So it will take you about 3 days. Just go along with that and just do it. And you eat 3 meals a day, and in between you have 2 snacks, which is a fruit and some nuts, and a big glass of water again, and you're ready to go.
Okay, so if we talk about the nuts and stuff, if you see that nuts are very, is that really dangerous for the human health? I mean, if you eat it overnight?
Peanuts would be the most dangerous. It's 28 different kinds of mold found in peanuts. This is why it's very allergic to the humans, especially for children. But almonds are very healthy, and you have almonds here, and so is cashew nuts. So you can have them, but 6-7 pieces at a time with a piece of fruit. And you have such a lovely fruits here in Pakistan.
Yes.
I never had it anywhere on the world, such a tasty fruits like here. And you have the great rotation of that. Like every season you have the different fruits, so you don't have to import, you know, anything. So I don't see why people don't want to eat them. It's just like custom not to. I think we should think about that and feel better. You think about food, fruits and vegetables, they are high in water. So as our body, 70% we are water. So you eat foods which are likely high in water, you will feel better.
Exactly, that's a complete easy way to describe anything, because seriously, जेका fruits इतने आहिन पाकिस्तान में वो वाकई में believe me or not, जेका मानू बेहन रहता जेका बाहर आए, जेका सिंध का particularly आने से फिरती में बाहर मुल्कन में, वो specially पाकिस्तान जे खादे के fruits के miss करता है, कहते हैं इतनी fruitful और tasty fruit available आए थे पाकिस्तान में, कराची में, सिंध जे इलाके में, इस तरह से शेयों आए, ज़रूर छो ना उनके पंहिंजी डाइट में अगरि विझी सघूं जीअं डॉक्टर से ॿुधाइनि पियूं त हिकिड़ो जेको तव्हांजो आहे न बेसिकली तव्हांजे स्टमक जो पेट जो साइज़ अंदरि आहे त हेतिरो ई हुन में विझो अगरि हेतिरी शइ में तव्हां हेतिरो कुझु एडअप करे छॾंदो खाइण जे लाइ त ऑब्वियसली तव्हां वेट गेन कंदव ऐं तव्हांजे लाइ अनहेल्दी बि हूंदो त हुन ते अगरि थोरो फोकस कयो त मां सम्झंदी आहियां लाइफ बि ईज़ी थी वेंदी ऐं अगेन खाइण सां डिप्रेशन ख़तम थिए थो दैट्स व्हाट डॉक्टर्स थिंक सो आई थिंक अगरि माण्हू हे खाइनि था त न खाइणु घुरिजे हिन करे त ही सभु शयूं जेको आहिनि ताकी हुन टाइम जे लाइ थोरो हीलिंग हूंदियूं आहिनि पर वरी हुनखे वेट लूज़ करण में जेतिरो प्रॉब्लम हूंदो आहे आस्क मी आई एम गोना टेल यू दैट हाणे हलो त थोरो टोनी सां ॻाल्हायूं था टोनी सॉरी आई एम जस्ट स्पीकिंग सिंधी विथ यू ओके दैट काइंड ऑफ फ्रेंच फॉर यू आई गेस फॉर मी
So what?
Okay, Tony, I'm going to ask you one thing. If we don't about anything else, let's talk about the normal routine you're going to make it right now here. So what is on your list? What are you going to do in Pakistan right now? Apart from your work, especially.
I think Zsuzsanna's more adapt to answer that question than myself. We're going to spend some time with universities. I'm going to spend some time with the youth and talk about one of my passions is that universities don't teach you what the real world is about.
Exactly.
And too many people go to university, study for 3 or 4 years, sometimes 7 years, come out of university and don't know what they want to do. So I'm going to spend some time with universities and start talking about, let's go back to the beginning when we were young, we had all these fearless ideas of being doctors, dentists, firemen, policemen, and put that back into the youth and say, where is your ambition? Do a little bit about that, talk them about how to set up a business, what it entails, key fundamentals to having a business, and then we do a little bit with some of the corporate companies over here that I've met in Australia. Mainly sales and sales training with them, and then pretty much taking as much culture as Pakistan offers. And certainly, I think we're going to trip to Islamabad as well. So between Karachi and Islamabad, I'd like to find out a little bit more about the culture. I've spent some time in India, spent some time in Malaysia, China.
Exactly, that's what I'm asking you. What difference do you see? You've been to India a lot of time, and that's what I heard.
Yes.
And now you're here. You're here in Pakistan for the first time, right?
Very first.
So obviously there won't be any difference right now because it has been like one day. You haven't even slept properly.
No, that's not true. I think India sleeps between 4 a.m. and 6 a.m.
Okay, Tony, I have to interrupt you in the middle because it's a sudden break we have to take. We'll take a short commercial break. We'll be right back. A little break, so come back. क्या हुआ ये एकदम से क्यों? क्या एंगल?